Imagine, bruh. This stuff are 80 rand, bruh. Guys are crazy for some Pringles. Yeah, dog. All of a sudden, everything's expensive now, and I know it's not gonna get way better than this, but it's gonna get much more worse. So, to all the people who are homeless or renting, you better buy that house. Even though it's a liability, you better buy that house. It's like they leave your comment on scene. They can see what y'all want, but they decide to upgrade or do software update on something else. It's crazy. Why am I getting ads for something I paid for? Why am I getting ads? It's like you paying. It's like they want you to pay double to remove the ads. Like you pay for Netflix, now you're seeing an ad. What? Hey gents, we're back with another video. We're just reacting to why is everything so expensive by Birdie. The things have been going out of hand, you feel me? Bread is now 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 rands. All of a sudden things are expensive. Now bread is expensive. So you want me to go to Pick and Pay to go and buy Fabumoya, bruh. It's crazy out here. Even Pringles, man. I saw this thing was like 90 rand. Since when is Pringles 90 rand? This way, before we actually get into the video, let's just see what's going on here. You're gonna see my things here. Pringles. Just search Pringles, bruh. Let me see. Sorry about the background, yo. The wind is doing its own thing, bruh.
Huh?
This thing. 80 rand. Imagine, bruh. This stuff are 80 rand, bruh. Guys are crazy for some Pringles. Yeah, dog. All of a sudden, everything's expensive now, and I know it's not gonna get way better than this, but it's gonna get much more worse. So, to all the people who are homeless or renting, you better buy that house. Even though it's a liability, you better buy that house, because you know times will get more tougher when you don't have a posse, and also you're renting now. Now rent is gonna be like 80K for a 2-bedroom. I know it won't happen now, but maybe in future, you never know.
Year of 26, we live in a time where everything is expensive. Food, gas, clothing, you name it. And let's face it, we all want to buy things. But for some of these items, you may look at the price tag and think otherwise. And I feel like at this point, the only solution for me to keep up with these companies charging more is to get my bread up. Obviously, there's some things that I'm going to be talking about today that I would never buy in a million years because I just personally don't think it's worth the price. But all these mental gymnastics that these companies do just to charge you more is crazy. But sometimes a company's greed can completely tank their reputation, which we'll talk about that later in the video. And we gotta start the video off by talking about airlines. So when the boys' trip to Japan somehow miraculously happens, get ready to drop a bag, especially if you're booking your flight last minute, because
Bruh, especially when it's like December times, or brother. If I tell you a trip from Joburg to Cape Town would be like 4K. Yeah, I'm not really sure, eh? Maybe around 2 to 4K. Or maybe higher than that, I don't know. Personally, I've never been on an airplane before. I've never been on one before. No care. But I've seen people have been crying about the prices when it's like December or January, because people want to go back home. So it's much more expensive because FlySafair is just slapping prices on that thing due to more people being on the flight, due to being more saturated. Man, just give us the normal price, you'll be fine. Don't tax us more just because there are more people going, bruh. Please, bro, please. You feel me?
they raise those prices knowing that people are still gonna
Now I have to go and take the bus because of you. And that bus will take, if not a whole day later. A whole day later. Imagine.
buy the tickets. In most situations, I end up booking my flights pretty late, which is kind of stupid. Like, I should be booking them way earlier. And you know, you think if I was dropping a bag on this ticket, you would think I'd be like fed grapes while I'm sitting down. I get a nice little foot massage. Okay, I'm just fucking around. You would think I'd have a seat with a crazy amount of leg room, and I get like so many snacks and shit all throughout the flight. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Like, sometimes I will sit down and not have enough leg room. There's sometimes where I will get a bigger aircraft, which will have more leg room, which is pretty cool. But there's some
Shout out to the short bros. At least I don't need to deal with these problems, boy. Of now your leg is getting stuck between the seats now. At least I can sit with peace. You feel me?
times where I will end up getting a small ass aircraft where I'm basically shoulder to shoulder with the person next to me. But if I didn't spend anything on the ticket, I wouldn't really care. But bro, imagine dropping $1,500 and having garbage seating for 15 hours. Bro, I would be fucking pissed. As ass as the seats are.
Yeah, how much is $1,500? It's basically 1.5. Let's just check real quick. I think that thing's for my 19,000. Let's see. In rands, let's check. Ah! Ah! How can a flight be 25k? Oh nah, dog. Nah, you go. 25k, and now you go.
I do want to continue to travel, so I gotta put up with it. Food. The price of food is already going up to begin with, and as the value of the dollar decreases, that's just what's gonna happen. Tell me why. I'm getting ready to watch the Super Bowl. I'm like, oh, you know, what are some snacks I could give to my friends while watching the game? I open a bag of chips, and it's 70% air. Like, where did all the chips go? There's no way that a family...
Bruh. And it's worse when it's Lay's, bruh. It's worse when it's Lay's, dog. It's half the packet, dog. So I'm paying for air also, dog. It's the big ones too. Like, these stuff are like 24, 25 rands, dog, per packet, dog. And it's like, bro, what the hell? Why am I paying 25 rand for half the chips and the other half is air? Make it make sense, bruh. Honestly.
Sized bag of chips is feeding a whole family. That's just not happening. And not only does this stop at food, it's also happening with toilet paper, Tide laundry detergent, and these companies really think they can get away with charging the same amount of money for less product, which yes, they can get away with it, because at the end of the day, we need toilet paper. Like, how else are we gonna wipe our ass? So we gotta go buy it. And it hasn't shrinked by a ton yet, but eventually it will. Just them doing it now just sets the precedent for what's gonna happen later. And I don't know what their excuse is for this. They must be saying some bullshit, because there's no way they could provide a good excuse of why they're like slowly shrinking the products or filling chip bags with air. Game companies. And when it comes to gaming companies, we really gotta address the elephant in the room. Supercell.
I don't even play these games that this guy is playing, eh? These games, I don't even know them. I only know that GTA 6 is gonna cost 1.5 for the normal one. I think 1.5 or 1.6. Then I'm not sure, is it the ultimate? I don't know. The expensive one is gonna be 1.8, 1.9. But I'll pay for that 1.8, 1.9, bruh. I'll pay for that thing. As long as it's gonna get me more. Dog, I'm telling you, the bros who are gonna stream that game are gonna go up. The views are gonna go up through the roof. No cap, through the roof. And it's on some real chat. They're gonna go through the roof. Hear me now. I'm telling you.
They single-handedly killed Clash Royale with one update. The update was received so poorly from the community that everybody was just dipping from the game altogether. And in this update, they basically introduced hero cards, which was another thing you had to pay for, which made it even hard for free-to-play players, because Clash Royale is already pay to win as it is. And you'd think if they'd want to make more money, actually make a good fucking product. Like, holy shit, dude, it's not that hard. Listen to your community. But instead, they're just ignoring whatever the hell's going on and posting stupid memes on their community tab. And as you could have guessed, they're just getting fried in the comments. And not
It's like these companies, they actually like, it's like they leave your comment unseen. They can see what y'all want, but they decide to upgrade or do software update on something else. It's crazy.
Not only that, a huge content creator who played a pivotal role in reviving Clash Royale, Jinxie, literally quit the game. If that doesn't tell you, yo, we need to get our shit together, I don't know what does. But there seems to be a common theme here. Whenever games just want to chill out games just for the purpose of making more money. Like, I know I've talked about this a lot, like Black Ops 7. Like, I think everybody could agree that Activision needed to keep Black Ops 7. That shit was garbage. And the funniest part about it is they had the nerve to charge $70 for some absolute bullshit. Nobody is buying that shit, bro. It was to the point where they had to make the game free for a week to try to get more players. Now, although 70 is a little crazy, like, I wouldn't mind paying $70 for GTA 6 because at least of what it looks like so far, it's gonna be a pretty good game. But charging $70 for some
I don't care. It's going if the game is gonna blow me up, bruh. Be my guest. Be my guest.
apps is just wild. Streaming services. I feel like I have too many streaming services to even keep track of at this point. And not only did a lot of streaming services raise their price, but they also increased the amount of ads that they were showing by a ton, to the point where it just got really
Bruh, why am I getting ads for something I paid for? Why am I getting ads? It's like you paying. It's like they want you to pay double to remove the ads. Like you pay for Netflix, now you're seeing an ad. What? How am I getting an ad for something I paid for? What is that?
annoying to watch all these ads while trying to watch a movie on Prime Video. And I don't know what happened, because a monthly subscription used to get you no ads, but apparently now you're just getting a ton of them. It's not like it's a free platform and it needs ads to make money. They're just running ads just for the sake of running ads at this point. And we're in a weird type of situation with streaming services, because I know for a fact that after a long ass day, we want to park our ass in the chair and just watch some TV. But at the same time, they're raising the prices of these subscriptions. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of 2025, Netflix raised their price by
The thing is, I pay for Spotify. No cap. Your bros can talk dust in the chat and say, nah, don't pay for Spotify, don't pay for Apple Music. If I wanna listen to music with no ads, boy, let it be. Let it be, cause there is no way I'm listening to music with ads and also they control on what music I must listen to. That's a double kill.
$2 a month. But at the end of the day, I still do want to watch all these shows across streaming services. So even though new industry standards might be set, I'm still going to be buying it. Okay, next we have gambling companies. So I feel like everything is turning into gambling now. And now I don't want to sit here and name the app, because I feel like YouTube's going to nuke my video if I even name drop it. But basically there's this app that you can bet on anything. It's just to the point where it's become inescapable. People are dead ass betting.
I'm just saying, betting has got so many young people on the chokehold and people who are poor. That's why these systems that the government has been implementing and letting some of these companies do what they want is bad. It is bad because, boy, gambling, what can I say about it? For you bros who gamble that side, dog, do your thing, 21. Gamble with what you wanna do, bruh. But you know, most likely than not, they're gonna take all your money. Most, if not all. If you're good at gambling, do your thing, 21. It's your skill, it's your second nature. But for the most part, for the normal human being, you shouldn't be even gambling. It's like they buy you into a false reality, thinking that you're gonna win, but the odds are still against you. It's like betting on South Africa to win France 5-0. Then you're putting 125 odds. Yeah, betting with 50 cents. Bro's gonna be a millionaire. If South Africa eventually reaches 5 goals, which the chances are very slim, I could even go and be a doctor. Study for 8 years and go and be a doctor, rather than winning that 1 million. That's how crazy it is.
On who was gonna pull up to the Super Bowl. Now, it's one thing to responsibly sports bet or gamble, but it's another to make every single thing gambling. Like, who the hell would drop 10 bands on Obama going to the Super Bowl or something? You can bet on politics, movies, anything. And it's going to be to the point where people see all these big winners, right? And they're gonna want to do it themselves, but their odds of losing are way higher. They don't understand that. Then there's a bunch of celebrities endorsing these gambling sites. Even when I'm scrolling through memes on Instagram Reels, I will see gambling companies.
Yeah, they're getting so much money. Even trading, dog. Even trading. So the same money that you guys are spending on the gambling companies, they're using it to promote it even more. I feel bad for those people who are ignorant, who don't know what this thing does to you. You feel me?
Promote themselves on meme pages, and there will be a gambling logo in the corner of a meme.
Because it's better off to invest that money than rather gambling on it. If you know yourself, you're not gonna win. Because trying to take it the easy way out, dog. The same way you get money, like the faster you get it is the faster you lose it. You feel me? And it's not the best way to actually earn a living unless you build for it.
I'm trying to watch. Tech companies. First of all, tech items are just dumb expensive to begin with. They know people are gonna pay for it. So obviously Apple's dropping the new iPhone at like $1,000. And Apple even collabed with Issey Miyake, made the iPhone Pocket, and they charged $230 for that bullshit. A sock for your iPhone. Nobody is buying that shit. And then there's the
Someone's gonna buy it. Don't say no one. Not even someone. People are gonna buy it. If you know you have the money for it, you're gonna buy it either way. If you have money just to splash, you're gonna waste your money on it. So what I'm saying is that at least get something that has, if not 80 to 90% of that actual product. For example, you can get, let's say, an iPhone 15 rather than getting an iPhone 17 Pro Max. So it's not even needed, because some of the features that are gonna be there, dog, it's just random features, dog. It's just random features. So rather get something that can actually do the same thing that phone can do for the most part. You feel me?
The Apple Vision Pro, that's $3,000. Like, I don't know what's up with Apple, but Jesus Christ, man. There's a lot more than just Apple, but you get my point. And since tech items are expensive, there was one time, that happened like a month ago, I wanted to save some money. So this dude at the register, knowing I just dropped a bag, said, "Do you want to take 10% off?" I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And I thought this guy was gonna sign me up for a rewards account for the store. And this dude signed me up for a credit card without even telling me. But once we get past email address and phone number, alarm bells should have been going off in my head. But I was just being a dumbass in that moment, so I didn't even realize what was even happening. And by the time I put the pieces together, it was too late. He was like, "All right, here's your credit account. Let me put in your card number to save the money." It didn't even work. I was so pissed. I had this fucking credit card account for no reason. I was so heated, bro. You have no idea. What's the point of me telling this story? Don't do the most to try to save 10% like I did, because in some situations, it's not worth it. Next, we gotta talk about cars. Car insurance, buying a car, it's a lot of money. Like, you could walk into a car dealership with a specific price in mind, but sometimes you just spend way more than you intended to. Because some dealerships, they're gonna try their hardest to pitch you all these add-ons and whatever because they get paid.
Nah, dog. It's just lack of information, bro. That's why we make indecisive conclusions or decisions. Without information, good information, you won't be able to make the best decisions that you can make. like doing your research is very important to do your research, and also try, like I say, to prove that okay, this is real, and to conclude that this is real, and this you can maneuver yourself into it. It's like getting rich. For example, schools or the school system is not going to tell you how to get rich, but you can use some of the principles that are there. You can even abide to the rules whilst also getting more information that okay, I can still bypass this because it has not been said. Even though do not do it illegally, but be able to put it into your favor. It's like, let's say, instead of saving your money, invest it into a TFSA, a tax-free savings account, where when you invest into this, let's say for like a certain number of years, which the limit, I think in SA is like 400k, 500k. Maybe I'm lying. Please correct me. And this does not constitute as financial advice. I'm saying, okay, using a TFSA, what is this? Let's say you invest into it in a number of years, then after there's a limit to it. So I don't know how much that limit is, right? There's a limit to it. You just you just invest to it, you just put coin until that limit, then you let that money fly, bruh. Then maybe after 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you just leave it. Then when you're like 60 something or something, depending on you, now you can eventually see, now you have like 10 million, 20 million, depending on how much you actually invested and the time in which you invested. If you invested it earlier before, you're gonna get the best profits. So I'm just saying, it is one way to get there, but also meanwhile also do something on the side also, or have a main income that you just making your racks up, you building here and there, investing into these things. But it's basically taking chances at a safer thing, you feel me? A safer, I'm not sure what you call it, because betting, dog, you will cry. But at least investing, you can pull out much more easier than betting, because once that money is gone, you will cry.
Commission on sales. So they're gonna try and do that sometimes. And you just gotta know what to look out for. And when you finally get your car, you know, you're ready to drive it, you're hyped, but you're forgetting something. You legally need insurance to drive it. And you may think to yourself, okay, it's a good move to have insurance in the event of anything happening. So then, in the event something does happen, you might think to yourself, wow, thank God I have insurance. You call your insurance company, they raise the fuck out of your rates. Now, I had the worst driving record in 2023. Okay, it wasn't that bad, but you get my point. I had a speeding ticket, and then later in the year, I got into a little accident. And you could probably imagine this shot the fuck up out of my insurance rates. Like, how about I don't fucking speed and get into car accidents? At this point, like, my insurance company definitely thought I was a liability. But you get my point, though. They raise your shit the moment you actually use it, which is the thing you're already paying for.
And what I'm also saying is that, bruh, be grateful for what you have. The thing that you're given at that moment, be able to handle that. Because if now you're wanting more, now you buy a Lamborghini while you live at the back doors, not back doors, in the back rooms. Dog, let's say you're earning, let me just say 10 bands per month, or 20 bands per month, then you're getting a Lamborghini for like 3 million, 4 million. Now how are we gonna maintain that money with that little salary you're getting now? You feel me? And these car dealerships will actually manipulate you and be like, nah, you see, the bond you can pay, or not the bond, the thing that you can pay per month, it'll be like how much? Let me just say maybe 5k, 6k, 7k, 8k, depending. But it at a price where you can be like, no, I can afford it. Meanwhile, if you were to crash, or if something were to happen to that kind of business, they'll tell you, okay, buddy, you need to actually pay in full right now, and you don't have the money for that. Now you'll cry. You will cry. That's why I'm saying it's important to be able to afford that thing before you actually buy it. You feel me? Yeah, you can dollar your lay-bys and so on, which is another method, but also be responsible. Even using your credit card for something, be responsible. Know your limits. If you know you're a big spender, give that card to your mom, give that card to your dad, so they can hold it for you. You feel me? So it's really important to know your limits. Like also consuming some things, know your limit. Because if you go overboard, now you start crying. You will start crying.
Which doesn't make any sense. And eventually it will go down after you get a better driving record. But for that time, you got an arm and a leg to cough up. I'm gonna be driving like the most upstanding citizen. I'm going exactly the speed limit. I'm done, bro. I'm not getting my rate raised like that. Okay, next we got amusement parks. When you go to an amusement park for the day, just expect to drop a bag. I remember one day in 2023 when I went to Universal with me, my brother, and my friend. All of our tickets combined were a band. A band? Like, what the fuck? Like, Universal can't be that good, bro. There's no way. I mean, we did get them last minute, but god damn, bro. Like, $300 a ticket? So that was already a bad.
And that's tough. That's really tough. But me, I'll spend that money on Gold Reef City, boy. I'll spend that money, bro. As long as it's gonna be a good experience. Let's say I've went there before and be like, yo, it's kind of good. Although when you have money now, you be like, yo, dog. Now I had to pay also 400 for food because of a whole family. Wonderful news. But then at least for Gold Reef City, you're spending like the whole day there. So let's say you can get there around 11. Then you're there the whole day until like 5 or something. Until like 5. At least that's the whole day. That's the whole day. So you grind for that time. You feel me? If you're a content creator, dog, you're getting a lot of content you can post online. So I'm not complaining about those things. At least something to, it's an experience, dog. Some experiences are worth the money.
At start. And then I got this overpriced ass burger that tasted like a tire. And you know, I was the one that suggested to my brother and my friend, oh, yo, we should go to this restaurant. Yeah, what a bright idea. I mean, shit, dude, the least you could do is sell good food if it's priced really high. And speaking of ass food, watch this video on the end screen about the...
Yeah, thanks so much for watching this one. I had to reduce the volume when people go up and down, dog, around the place. Yeah. But my energy shifts a bit, dog, so as of now I'm much more lightheaded now. Now I can actually make noise. Right now, but it's okay. We won't fight against those things. But anyways, thanks so much for watching this one. I appreciate every single follow and like that is given into his channel, man. I know it's gonna be a long ride, pause.
Hey, yo!
I know it's gonna take a bit of time. But through God, everything will happen. Through His time, it's gonna happen. So now it's just to work, also to promote His word the same way He sacrificed for us on the cross. You feel me? So He has given so much to me, man. So I have to use the most that I get out of this. So thank you so much to you all for watching, and yeah, you feel me? Let me say peace. Salute.
Sean, you be doing too much.